create together, explore forever, no expectation. Create whichever, explore wherever, imagination. Create together, explore forever, no expectation. No expectation. Create whichever, explore wherever. Invitate to use your imagination. Feel the glow, let it guide your stride.
Cool, so after a long night's rest, I wake up and see the streets before me still goddamn raining. I'm sure it's still raining. And I can get to choose where I'm going, so I'm going to switch over to the main maps. There we go. So, I'm currently, oh no, that's not the Zhentil Arms. I was at the other inn. Where's the Stout Miner? There we go. I saw the inn and saw the wrong name. I had the Stout Miner. Let's go over there. All right. So, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to make my way through the streets. Loads of people moving around through the market, although I'm not going to stop at the market. I want to go over to the barracks and explore over there particularly. That's my first port of call. But I do need to roll on the random encounter as soon as I hit that green thing. So let's see what the random encounter says. Okay, random encounters. Let's see. Okay, I'm in South Zhentil. So I need to roll a d6. That's a 4. Go to 220. What's the random encounter? Please be good, please be good, please be good. As I'm in South Zhentil, stopping where you are, you look back towards North Zhentil across the bridge that spans the River Tesh. The day has become fine from here. Zhentil looks picturesque, friendly even. Towers adorn the skyline, and beyond that you can see the foothills of the Dragonspine Mountains in the distance. Then my attention is drawn to a figure on the bridge. They seem to be too far away to see properly, but something about them feels off. You can move along quickly if you wish, or you can stand and wait to see if the person does anything. Make an insights check. I'm going to do that one, insight check. So let's roll some insight. My wisdom is not so high, but let's see. Insight +1. Please be good. That's an 11. Does that succeed though? That is the question. If you score 1 to 11, go to 417. No, I did. So I failed. I keep on missing by 1. You can't tell anything about the strange figure on the bridge, even whether they are male or female. You move from your position and walk around a bit, browsing the wares of a nearby vendor. But every time you glance up, the figure is on the bridge. It's still there, not moving. Are they watching me? Can't really tell. They're staring east down the River Tesh, but their face is covered by a deep hood. As people pass on the bridge, they completely ignore the presence of the figure, as if they're not even there. I'm going to approach the figure, because it's number 444, and I like that number. I casually move onto the bridge and begin walking at a moderate pace towards the middle of the bridge, as if simply mean to return to the North City out of... No, I don't want to return them anyway. Out of my peripheral vision, you keep an eye on the figure on the bridge. Now that I'm close, you can see that whoever stands there is draped in a voluminous robe that conceals not only their face, but also the shape of their body. I continue to walk, but then when I'm right beside them, I suddenly turn and move to tap them on the shoulder. But the robe crumples under my hand. Whatever or whoever was holding it is now gone. I look around, but all I can see is city folk strolling across the bridge, merchants pushing carts, as if the whole incident was only visible to me and me alone. Who was that figure? So, history check. Okay. Let's roll a history check then. History. It's +0. Come on. Something got right. 15. That's actually pretty good. So, let's see what happens with a 15. I needed a 15. If you are successful, go to 164. Okay. Whatever or whoever was keeping that robe erect will forever remain a mystery, but there are few possible explanations. You've heard of assassins that are so accomplished that they can use the plane known as the Shadowfell to actually teleport short distances. Not only that, but in my travels I've heard tell of a race of people known as skulks who can accomplish similar feats, whose camouflage and abilities and stealth can render them virtually invisible. I don't know whether I've just encountered one of these beings or simply a powerful magic user. The motives and reasons for being where they were are, for now at least, unclear. Okay. I'm going to still continue where I was going because that's what I wanted to do. Oh, but there's not really... I'll go back because these are the ruins, but we know what happened in the ruins. I'm going to remember having a dream about the ruins and be like, oh, I don't want to go there. So instead, I'm going to make myself down to Scimitar Street and make myself to A6. Okay, so let's go to Scimitar Street. Yes, so 86. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Well, it doesn't have the number linked to the map section, so I just need to skim to the top. 200. Here we go. So a bit more. Oh, too far. 86. Here we go. Nice. So as I'm walking down the streets, the beautiful skies now bringing people out into the streets a bit more, and there are people of all races walking in this area of the city. And I eventually come to the place that I'm looking for. This street is populated by adventurers of all races and all manner of characters. Street vendors hawk food to passers-by, and beggars beg for money, jangling metal cups as I pass. Ahead, I see a patrol of Zhentil soldiers, and I stop, turning my back to them, pretending to examine the jewelry laid out by a street hawker. From what I've learned of the city, I decide it's probably best not to have my face seen too much. Eventually they pass, and I continue past smiths, armourers, and weapons shops of all descriptions. Several look promising to my experienced eye. Let's go to mail, plate, and hide. I step inside this spacious store, which appears unattended. However, a gnome soon appears from the workshop out back. From hammering, and a hiss of rapidly cooled metal can be heard. Psh! Sorry, I was talking to my smith. The gnome chirps merrily. He looks middle-aged at most, and it's hard to tell with gnomes. He could be 200 years old. Can I help you? He asks. Well, I'm kind of after some plate, to be honest, but would you mind switching out what I've got and doing like a trade. Suddenly, as we're having a conversation, it's rudely interrupted by 3 Zhentil guards. You there, gnome! Service! The gnome coughs in a dignified manner. Yes, sir. But if you could just hold until I finish serving this... No, I can't wait. Zhentil wait for no one. Get over it. The gnome mumbles you an apology and walks quickly over to the counter, where he steps onto a box. Very well, sir. The gnome says to the Zhentil guard, visibly flustered. How am I... The guard cuts him off again. I need to order 24 suits of full plate at cost. At cost? No, that's simply not... You will deliver this armor at cost, little gnome, or Manchu will come down like a ton of bricks. Do you hear? There is a war on, midget. I take a deep breath. Will I wait patiently until the Zhentil depart? There is no one else in the shop. I could draw my weapon and attack. I could cast command. No, I could not because I cannot cast command. I could cast suggestion, but I could not because I cannot cast suggestion. Maybe I can cast command. Let's double check. No, I didn't choose it. I definitely can't choose command or any of those. So the only real choice I have is wait patiently or attack them. I know that tonight I've got 2 options for big jobs. This guy is a gnome, but to be honest, I just came here to have a look around. I'm just going to wait patiently until they fuck off because I'm sick of this place. 280. You hold your tongue waiting for the Zhentil to depart, which they do eventually, but only after they've secured their demands from the poor old gnome. Bloody thugs, the little merchant mumbles as he makes his way back out to you. Put me out of business, they will. I understand, but what about trade for my armor? The gnome leads you over to his display, where full suits of armor are set up on the mannequins. I'm afraid we're not as well stocked as we usually are, the gnome says apologetically. But I've looked through this lot, it's all good quality. You won't find better prices anywhere in Muncie region. So let's see what he's got. Oh, he's only got half plate. 800 gold! Are you fucking joking, bruh? Well, my chainmail is worth 100. Probably not even that. Oh, I'm going to try and blag the guy. I really am. So, I understand that your prices for half plate are quite expensive, but I just was saying that I'm sure it's great quality. I just would like to have trade my current armor for better, and it only seems that you've got that half plate, or perhaps anything else. You're not got any full plates. Oh no, sorry, all the full plates go into Monsoon. You heard them talking about it already. I was like, yes, okay. Well, in that case, what can I do? I'm gonna roll a persuasion check against this guy. I'm going to set the DC at 16 because he's in hard times. Oh, this 18 is hard. It's hard times, man. It's hard times. So let's see if I can get it. I need a 13 or higher. Our survey says, yes, a natural 20 for 25. Give me that armor. Well, to be honest, like a hero like you is really needed. If you overthrow these people, then it's like, I can't promise to overthrow anyone, but I would certainly take my old armor and I start taking it off, clunking while still giving him a great boost of confidence. You do a great job, and I understand that these people have done bad to you. I know it's hard times. I promise you, I'll come and pay you back for all that I've done. I'm a man of my word. The gnome looks at me and is like, I believe you. Thank God for people like you still exist in this city. The first bit of kindness. Didn't I speak to you last night? When you drinking? Said, oh, no, I don't think that was me. Said, oh, okay. Well, anyway, be having you. You have a good day. You too. Okay. I reckon I'm done shopping now. And let's go to the Monitor Temple, because I'm sure there'll be a little relic of St. Cuthbert there for me to make a prayer, but I do need to make a D6 random encounter roll. 5. Oh, north. Okay, so let's check that out. What is the random encounter then? Let's see, map 1. Boom. Random encounter. 5. So 301. Making your way through northern Zhentil, you're a particularly busy street, being carried along by the press of people. Suddenly you hear a sound from above and look up to see a woman standing on an apartment balcony calling out in distress. Help! Please, someone! I'm being attacked! She then disappears out of sight and you hear a scream coming from inside the room beyond. You look around at your fellow pedestrians, but none of them seem particularly bothered. You hear a few comments such as, oh well, that's life, and happens to the best of us. But none of them is rushing to the poor woman's aid. Do I go to her aid? No, I'm sick of this fucking place, man. I just ignore her, please. Continue to go down the street. This place is the worst. Ignoring the woman's pleas, cries for help, you continue down the street intent on my next destination. Okay, great. So I go to the temple, which is number 53. Very good. 53. 50, 50, 50, 53. 53. Okay, so that's further up. Here we go. The Amalatul Temple is tucked away in the northwestern area of Zhentil Keep, behind the artisans' workshops in a semi-industrial area, unlike the Black Altar, which sits among the main clerical region of the city. As you walk towards it, you see many different races of peoples from all over Faerun, but not any Zents. It seems Bane is the deity of choice in this city, and given that Amalatul is Bane's mortal enemy, you can't help but think this is a temple as a token gesture. Amanutul's face, a radiant sun, is positioned right over the main entrance. You enter the cool interior and the heady smell of incense envelops you. There is a fountain set in the middle of the main temple room which provides a soft, watery background noise for the worshippers who sit peacefully around the temple room floor. Contemplating the large Amanatul idol which graces the altar, they sing and praise together, hands raised, voices in unison. A priest rings a bell, and as he chants an ethereal prayer towards the worshippers, and in tiny alcoves around the wall, you see other smaller idols representing the deities of Faerun. I pick out the one that is immediately calling out to me, and I say a prayer. I am here to uphold the law but the law in this place grates somewhat. Please, St. Cuthbert, give me some guidance. What can I do? It's that point where I then roll to see if St. Cuthbert gives me some choice. No. Screw you, man, dice guy. I mean, oh, that's the wrong dice. That's the enemy dice. Woohoo! I can roll my dice. Good. So let's do that. So, yeah, a religion check. Ding. Clear all. Religion +2. Let's see. That's a 14. Oh no, still don't get it. That is a shame. But still, okay. So if you roll once, oh no, I got over a 9. That's a 14. Yes, I got a 400. Yes. You look up at the small little idol of St. Cuthbert, and as I say my prayer, the face of the god just seems to come alive for a split second, and this benevolent energy of neutrality just washes over me. I have an inspiration point or automatic success on medicine, survival, perception, or insight. Okay. Very cool. I now get to choose another option from the church. Let's go and talk to the elves. See if we can chat them up. Okay, so performance check. As I approach the elves and attempt to engage in conversation, they look at me slightly suspiciously with a raised eyebrow. So what's this dwarf up to, eh? What's this dwarf up to? And then a performance check, which is 19. Yeah. We're doing good for that last bit. Let's see what the elves have got to say now. Impressed them, I reckon. Successful, 4-2-1. The elves, one female, one male, engage you in conversation. They don't appear to know much that is useful, but are certainly friendly enough. The female elf introduced her as Saline and tells you that the main elven settlement in Moonsea area is Elventree, which is near the Chorus of Cormanthor. Both these elves are from there. Mithranor is also nearby, and there are many elves with the ranks of the Knights of Mithranor who are reporting to see these two Moonseas best for freedom. You notice that Saline says this last name with quite some amount of passion. You could ask her what she's specifically doing in Zhentil Keep. Well, we already know what she's doing, and I'm going to pretend that we hadn't met, just like she's doing. And I'm going to return to there, and now I'm going to have a break because I really need a wee.
Introducing the Cleanable, because dirt is temporary, but the trauma of what lurks beneath your sofa is forever. Are you tired of filth? Sick of mystery stains? Does your local dungeon reek of goblin funk, eldritch mildew, or the vague scent of regret? Well, worry no more. The Cleanable is here to blast away grime, filth, and existential despair. Simply throw, shout the command word, and watch as a sparkling wave of cleansing magic obliterates dirt, tidies messes, and even polishes your loot for resale quality. Everything dirty gets sucked into the mystical demiplane of filth and grime. Which is totally safe, we promise. Probably. Pricing and special offers, we have the low price of just 50 gold. You can bring cleanliness into your life today. If you buy 3, you get a free anti-dirt sigil decal, and if you buy 5, get the exclusive Janitor's Blessing spell scroll. Where can you buy the Cleanable? At Gnome Depot, Bard Mart, or ask your local wizard. Banish filth, not your sanity.
Let's go to number 33. All right. The market is where our first Auric started, and our second Auric never got to. That must be the fastest run through ever, or at least one of them. The noise of the market square is the first thing you notice as you approach. You hear dozens of conversations in a variety of languages and accents, and in the density of the crowd increases as I approach. In this sizable square surrounded by grimy grey buildings, long rows of stalls have been set up displaying a huge variety of wares. Merchants load goods from carts onto their stalls, and city folk browse goods on display. The stray dog lapping at a paddle of rainwater glances up as you pass. Elsewhere, you get occasional hesitant smile, good day, or a nod. This is the warmest reception you've had since entering Zhentil Keep. I'm not a rogue, so... As I browse the various aisles, getting a feel for the square, there's a lot on offer here. Some of it is useless junk, but some items are potentially quite useful. Make a perception roll. This is where our first Auric got all of his money stolen in episode 1. Let's see how Auric number 3 does. Alright, Auric, come on. Perception -1. Let's do it. Oi! Yeah, tilted over. That's a 14. Let's see if that's a success. I'm not sure it is, but we'll see. Pretty high for me, to be fair. It is a success. Okay, 11 to 20. 44. Okay. You make your way around the various stores, examining the wares. You have time to briefly look at all of them, but you may only buy items from 6 stores, otherwise you're eating into your progress points. Okay, I only have one more after this anyway. So, I don't have any money. I've just got nothing except for new armor. Okay, well, it all looks lovely. I browse it somewhat and then continue my journey through the markets, past all of this madness, to the Grand Temple of Bane. I need to roll another random encounter. Please be a 1, please be a 1, please be a 1. It's 2. Alright. So let's see what random encounter number 2 is. Random encounter in North Zhentil number 2, 378. You make your way through the narrow streets of Zhentil Keep on your way to your next destination. Suddenly you hear a cry of alarm coming from ahead. You run towards the sound, which seems to be coming from the next street over. Ducking down an alleyway, you emerge in a smaller lane that runs through the center of the city block. The cries are coming from up ahead, and you are now close enough that you can now make out words. Help! 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 I'm being attacked! Help someone, please! You come to a stop. You come to a stop. An alleyway entrance. Halfway down, a large rat-like humanoid stabs at a cowering older man with a dagger and gnashes at him with long, menacing teeth that drip with saliva. All right. Let's see. That is what's going to happen next, eh? Let's see if it's just slow a minute. At the other end of the alley, a Zhentil soldier, sword draw, I don't scroll too far, watches the whole thing. What do you do? He's just watching? Oh, mate. That doesn't bode well. Okay, so what should I do? Let's see. Next page. Yell at the soldier to help the poor old man. Help the old man by attacking the rat creature. Or ignore the unfortunate soul. Let's yell at the soldier. Hey! You're the city guard. Help the citizen. and get in the way of those teeth? No chance. The old man continues to plead with both of you to help him. I mean, I've got to help him. I mean, it's got to happen, right? I draw my weapon to attack. Oh, dear. What's the matter here? Okay. Okay, so we are back and we're ready for some combat. The map is set up and ready to roll. Okay, it is dark. We need to select Alric. It is dark vision. Alright, so we need to roll some initiative for these guys, but I think I get to run in. Let's double check the combat rules because obviously he was attacking the old man. So, place tokens. Roll stealth. Ooh, that's disadvantage. Alright, okay, let's see how that goes for me. Blatantly not great. But you never know. I've been things I'm not good at, sometimes you roll best at. Things I've been good at, I've not rolled well with. So let's see. Stealth disadvantage. Huh? Yes. So disadvantage roll. That is a 4. Alright, so I come running up to it. Clang, 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 clang. And then as I get there, it says, let's check. If you can make one with advantage before the starting initiative order, once you've engaged in battle, it's like, so now it is. Okay. So I run up. Boom, 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 boom. But that is all I get to do. Let's roll initiative. So let's select the 2 guys for initiative. Combat. Roll initiative for Alric. 4. Alric. So bad at initiative. So bad. I mean, where I didn't even get very high. I mean, wow. Okay. Oh, so no. Yeah, okay. So now, it goes first. So, its first action, it is going to, as a bonus action, it's going to make a high-pitched noise. And raising its snout into the air, it has 60% chance of summoning a rat swarm to assist him. Alright, so I need to roll me a D100. Let's get the golf ball out, shall we? Okay, D100, if the result is 60 or under, then a swarm of rats appears in 1d4 -1 rounds. It comes into melee range with you. The stats are on the next page. Okay. Oh, I've lost it. 2 dice overboard. Okay, so that is a. I can tell with this golf ball. 13. So fail. Okay, so a swarm of 1d4 rounds. Okay, so that'll be in 3 rounds. 1 to 4 -1, 3 rounds. Okay. So then it is going to make a bite and a dagger attack. So that is going to be a 16 plus 4. That is 20 to hit. That is now my armor class with the shield. Ding! It just breaks through. So that is 1d4 with the bite. Okay. So that is going to be all right. 3 points of damage. I'm on 9. Oof. Oh, plus 2, so I'm on 7. I'm on 7 points of damage. His second attack is a miss. That's good, because I'm going to get hurt real bad otherwise. Now, it is my turn, and I am going to smash it with... I'm going to drop the shield. Like, fuck this, he's hitting me anyway. Pull out the maul once more, because it's the only way to really do this proper. Okay, pull out the maul and attack two-handed. So I slash down with it, trying to crush its skull in one foul swoop with my holy vengeance. Come on, bitch. 12. That is a miss, Alric. That is a miss. You smashed it into the ground next to this stupid weird creature. Some stupid old man. I'm going to die over now. Okay. So, first attack in with... that is an 18. That hits. Now I've dropped the shield. That's a d4 plus 2 damage. Okay, that's a further 4 damage. I am on 4 points. Second attack is a miss. Thank God. Come on, Alric. You have to hit with this one. You have to hit, otherwise you're dead. Come on, Alric. Do it. Smash. There's a miss, Alric. You're going to die again. Aye, aye, aye. Okay. I mean, I pull out my shield, drop the maul on the floor, just put the shield over my head, and just try and protect myself as much as possible. It's going to come in and attack. Boom. Oh, that's a miss. Whoop. Second dice number gets way too excited. Dice everywhere. That's another miss. Oh. That's so close. So close. I cannot explain. Oh, mate, honestly, like, skin of my teeth. Skin of my teeth. Okay, come on, you cannot be this lucky for so long, Alric. You need to hit something. You need to hit it. It's a big win. Yes! 24! I'll get in! Alright, okay, 24. Let's... Okay, damage. I need... how much damage? Okay, 2d6 plus 3. Yes, that's high already. That's real good. That's real good. 14 plus now Divine Smite for a spell slot. Slap that in there. Boom, boom. Thank you very much. That's another 10. That's 24 points. Please tell me he's dead. Please tell me he's dead. Let's see how many hit points he has. 24! The exact number. Wow. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yes then, Alric. Yes then. Okay. So, as Alric just sees this were-rat missing as he just pulls against his pauldrons, his new armor standing up to the tests of battle. Ching, ching, ching. The rat creature's hands just across the body and then just scrape in. And then as it does so, he butts away, smashes it down. Radiant light just emanating from the weapon and exploding this abomination. You can die. Yeah. Well done, Alric. Well done, Alric. As we head back into the square, let's see what happens. Alright. So if you succeed, what happens? Yeah, don't care about smaller rats. If you're victorious, 314. With one final attack, you slay the rat-like creature. It drops to the ground, and immediately, as if from nowhere, hundreds of rats appear and begin devouring the carcass. Shuddering with disgust, you turn and see the old man cowering against the wall of the alley. Thank you. He breathes, beside himself with gratitude for you. Why was it attacking you? I'm a maker of rat traps. My son sells them at the market. They're intelligent creatures, those rats. He must have been waiting here for me. I don't know how to thank you. I have very little money here, and the old man passes you a small whistle hung on a cord around his neck. Take it. If you're ever in a situation where you're surrounded by rats, blow on this thing. They can't stand the sound of it. But not that big one, though. Didn't seem to affect that thing. Thank you very much for the gift. Come on, I'll help you get to your feet now. I make sure I lead him out of the alley and start heading towards the Grand Temple of Bane.
Create together, explore forever. No expectation. Create whichever, explore wherever. Imagination. Create together, explore forever. No expectation. No expectation. Create whichever, explore wherever. Invitate to use your imagination.